Welcome to Kevin's English Room Podcast. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey, it's been 2 weeks, man. It's been 2 weeks. How you been?
Yeah. Oh yes.
How you been?
Thank you for skipping the
Oh yeah.
last recording session.
Yeah, I figured you were going to celebrate for. I thought you were gonna. I thought you asked me to skip because you were gonna celebrate
Yeah.
your first. Not your
Yes.
first, but like the tour.
Yeah, it was my first tour.
It was
Yes.
first tour.
Yes.
And how was it?
It was great.
Oh, congrats!
Thank you.
Congrats! Kyoto.
Yes. So last week,
Last week was Kyoto.
Sunday, we went to
Yeah.
Kyoto.
Yes.
That was the first show of my first tour.
Yeah.
And this Saturday, so 2 days ago,
Yeah.
did a Tokyo show. That was the final show of my first tour.
Yeah. So you've finished.
Yes.
Completely finished your tour.
Yes.
Awesome. How was it?
I mean, it was great.
That was good.
So it's gonna be a long
Oh yeah. Tell me about
story
it.
though. But
Tell me about it.
so first of all, like the tour
Yeah.
felt so different than from the just one live show. So I've been 2 shows before,
Okay.
which was so fun. But it was just one night show. You prepare for a long time and then do one show and
Yeah.
then finish.
Okay.
And you're done.
Yeah.
And you prepare for the next one,
Yeah.
which is going to be like a year from
Yeah.
that day. So if I do like that, do one show, and then I'm not super talented, super great singer or artist
Oh.
or something. I make some mistakes,
Okay.
and every time I do this, I feel like, oh, I have to like adjust the little things. I'll prepare for the next show and
Yeah.
those little things.
Right.
But the next time would be like a year from that day.
Right.
And I go, oh, it's a
Yeah.
long preparation.
Uh-huh.
But this time, did a last week one
Uh-huh.
show, and I had a few things to adjust, and I got 1 week to prepare, and then just can do a next show in just one week period.
Uh-huh.
That felt so different to me.
Oh.
We moved with my band.
Yeah.
How we like communicate with bands,
Yeah.
like just like verbally, musically, like so different than just did one show. It's like I felt so connected with them, and so that was my first tour. Tour felt so different, first of all, to me. So there are like many people do like 47都道府県 tour.
Yeah.
Or like 5 big cities tours, and I wondered how like fun those would be.
Wow.
Like you go to like every cities with your kind of friends,
Yeah.
and then stay together and talk and play music together and do shows, and that would be so fun. And I could clearly imagine that, and I felt it.
Yeah.
So that was new experience to me.
So it was more like the getting closer with your band members. Was
Yeah.
sort of like a big difference with the other like single event kind of shows.
Yeah.
Oh.
And also like inside of me, like ability, like musical ability gets like quickly like became better. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah, I felt it like yeah. So that was so fun.
Because it was so packed in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
It was easier for you to sort of like expand on what you
Right.
experienced before.
Yeah.
It was so fresh. Like you still
Yeah.
you still got it in you.
Yes,
Like you still know what
yes,
to
yes.
expect.
Yes.
Oh.
So that was one. That was my new experience as a tour, not from just one live.
Yeah.
That was different. And one more, like the biggest thing for this tour for me is we went to Kyoto
Yeah.
for the first show.
Yeah.
That's where I had been working at
Yes.
the office.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then decided to quit my job
Yes.
and decided to live as a musician
Mm-hmm.
with the struggles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the place where I decided to you know, quit my job
Right.
and become a musician.
It was sort of like the start of your journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the start place.
Yeah.
And I remember the night I invited my parents
Yes.
to my little Kyoto apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and then one night, like, hey, Dad and Mom, I decided to quit my job,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to become a musician.
Yeah.
You know, and then they were like, "What?
Oh.
Musician? Is that
Uh-huh.
the musician?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I remember the night
Yeah.
we talked about. I revealed my passion,
Yeah.
my dream,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, at first they were very surprised. You know?
Okay.
But you know, they were kind of, yeah, it's your life, your dream. You just go for it, and we just want to support you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, those conversations. And,
Right.
And have you ever wrote any songs yet?
Uh-huh.
And not yet.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I told them that I one day I make like tons of songs and make an album maybe and like distribute through like Spotify and everything, and then one day maybe do a live show.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do like, you know, maybe tour maybe one day.
Yeah.
And I will invite you guys. You my parents invite you too. That's my, you know, dream.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay,
Uh-huh.
got it.
Yeah.
And you know, that night
Uh-huh.
was you know, where that was in Kyoto,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of finally, you know, got back to the place.
Yeah.
And I invited my parents
Oh.
from Tokyo to Kyoto.
Oh.
So yeah,
That's
was,
such a nice
yeah.
like you know, story there.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest part for me
Uh-huh.
in
Uh-huh.
this tour. When I was singing at the Kyoto Live House, I could see my parents' faces.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was, you know, I remembered that night, and, you know, those memories while I was performing, and I was,
Uh-huh. Oh.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good story.
yeah,
Good story.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I performed the very first song that I wrote when I was in Kyoto, which was like the day I decided to quit my job and start new things, which I completely don't know about, but I just want to do it.
Yeah.
Is the song?
Oh, okay.
Is
okay,
about.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I performed that, and I was so like, inside of me was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know,
You were feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good story.
yeah,
Yeah. Right.
that was good.
Uh-huh. Emotional moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was emotional. And I so it was Sunday. So
Yeah.
they came, like, we go to Kyoto at Saturday, I guess.
Okay.
I reserved one restaurant,
Okay.
which was in Gyeong.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Gyeong's a pretty like
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Good place, right?
Yeah, good place.
Yeah.
That restaurant was the place where I reserved for the clients when I was working in the
Oh, okay.
office, for like some
You-
VIPs.
Oh, so you knew it's a good place.
Yeah, some, you know, those people, and I
Yeah.
reserved for them, and then they told me like they wanted to do these things, and I was like, okay, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, I kind of,
Uh-huh.
and now I kind of reserved that place
Uh-huh.
for myself, for my parents,
Yeah.
for my brother,
Uh-huh.
and we go to that place, and
Uh-huh.
that was also like one moment I
That's
felt
a
like,
that's a moment.
oh, I finally like came to this place
Yeah.
for ourselves.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about, you know, those things,
Mm.
like how the day I decided to told those things to my parents,
Mhm.
and everything.
Yeah.
So that was it.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Very lovely. Yeah.
So very, how should I say, very, it feels to me like it's like one long story kind of ended.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Kyoto, like it's like,
It's end of a chapter.
yeah, end of one chapter,
Yeah.
long
Not the end of the novel, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, right,
it's a
right.
fushime.
Right. I felt, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. It's Shime.
Right.
I felt so strongly that it was like, oh, kind of.
That's so cool.
fushime.
Oh, that's so awesome
Yeah.
to be able to feel that. You
Yes,
know?
yes,
That's
yes.
awesome. Yeah.
So that was my Kyoto live.
Well, how long was it? How long was the chapter there? How many years was that?
So I entered the company at 2017 and worked. So I quit my company at 2019年10 9月だったかな ?9 月ぐらい So like 5 years, yeah.
5 years.
Yeah. 5 years, exactly 5 years.
Oh. Was it long or short? Seems quick though.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, I mean, for that story, seems more like a 20 or like 15 years.
Right. I mean, I didn't even like it's very short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So at that moment, at that night, I talked about that.
Yeah.
With my parents like 5 years ago. I said it like, yeah, one day I will do it live and meet great musicians and everything.
Right.
But like honestly, I didn't know, and I had no like kakishin that I actually am able to do that or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's amazing.
Right.
It's, yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right.
I've never imagined that. This quickly,
Well,
or like even if longer span
right. What did your parents say?
at that Kyoto library.
Yeah.
They were like,
How was their vibe? Like, were they like very, very like surprised, or were they like kind of like emotional? Were they like,
we shook. We shook hands and we hugged.
Okay. Like after the live, right?
After the live show,
Yeah.
yes, very emotionally.
Also, they were like happy that you sort
very
of like,
happy.
able to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I was so happy that they seemed so proud of me. Yeah. But not much like a talk. We just, shook hands.
And you just
then
like sort of
hugged,
understood.
And then, yeah, and we smile at each other and like.
Like the ending of La La Land.
Just like that. Yeah. And they were like, my mom was like, after there was the shokas and everything.
Yeah.
And she brought little okashi
Okay.
for the sashire.
Yeah.
Sashire gift. And she was like, yeah, I'm a, also like very beginner of, as a parent of a singer.
Okay.
She said, so I have no idea what should I brought to this live.
Oh, like, okay.
Is it enough? Like, is this like?
Yeah.
And then she worried about that, and no problem. I think that's no problem.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and she said, and my mom and my dad, she was like, they were, saying thank you to every band members and every people around me. Yeah, that's I remember. Like my dad was like very deeply like bowing to everybody.
Wow.
And that was emotional.
That's emotional.
Yeah.
It's like you see their support through their action. It's like, oh,
Right.
It's like,
right.
it touches you.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very supportive. Parents are very
Yes,
supportive, you know.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your dad?
What do you mean?
I mean, I've talked to him once.
Mm.
You know, very great character.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he's all good.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
if
all
healthy, all
he's all
good.
great. He's all good.
Mm.
Healthy, very, healthy, living life happily.
Does he still have a mustache?
But like a year ago, one day he
Oh, he shaved it off?
shaved everything,
Oh, okay.
but now he's got still
He's back to growing
yeah,
his beard now.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
But like not as big as before.
Oh, okay.
Still like a little sharper.
Oh, okay.
And
I
yeah.
see.
Right. So the live was Sunday,
Yeah.
and I went to Kyoto at Saturday afternoon because I
Mhm.
had to prepare things and brought many things.
Yeah.
So I arrived at Kyoto around like 5 p.m.
Okay.
But my younger brother,
Hmm.
he took a Shinkansen at 9 from
Okay.
Tokyo Station.
Okay. Very early.
Very early.
Yeah.
And arrived at Kyoto around at 11
Okay.
and went to Shiminari. And
Oh,
went to
sort of
some
Kanko.
temple,
Yeah.
went to that temple, went to Wagashi store, and went to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And he walked every city.
Uh-huh.
And my parents took a Shinkansen at 11 from Tokyo Station.
Okay.
And there about after noon.
Uh-huh.
And then got a lunch.
Yeah.
And went to like that temple, the old temple.
Yeah.
And Kiyomizu-dera and
Yeah.
strolling on the Gion.
Right.
And then we meet and
Yeah.
had dinner together at Gion. And then stayed together. And the next day, the live day, I had a like preparation and rehearsals. So I, did everything like individually. But my parents and my younger brother, they woke up like 6 or 7, and then just go.
Right. They
Goes-
were
yeah.
touring the
Yeah.
whole day.
Yeah,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
went to summer, and just came to my show.
Uh-huh.
And then next day, Monday,
Yeah.
they took a day off.
Okay.
So from the very early morning again.
They toured again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then finally we meet at Kyoto Station and get back with the same Shinkansen.
Uh-huh.
They had likeいい京都旅行だったね。
Yeah.
They
Oh, that's
went
good,
to
that's
that
good.
place, that place.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's good they got to enjoy, a little trip
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Kyoto,
yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
They were so fun.
Yeah. That's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Energetic, walked like tons of route.
Oh yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fun.
great.
To Kyoto, right? It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, that was Kyoto.
All right.
Yeah. And just quick, 2 days ago I did a Tokyo live.
Yeah.
And that was in Yurakucho,
Okay.
which is kind of east part of Tokyo.
Yeah.
And my parents' house is in Chiba. So it's relatively close
Okay.
from my parents'
Yeah.
house. And my grandma,
Yes.
she's now 90.
Mm.
I've never invited her to any of my live concert because, someday far,
Yeah.
loud,
Mm.
But I've been dreaming one day I could invite her to my live concert. That would be great. And because she's been watching YouTube, this podcast
right.
too,
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And every time I go back to that place, and she like greet me and like, I saw your video, I saw your song. I
Oh,
heard
okay.
your- yeah. And recently she's 90. Her problem with like back,
Back the
legs,
legs. Yeah.
and then it's difficult for her to walk long distance or
Yeah.
like take a train and go somewhere. So I invited her
Okay.
to the show, but we were not sure if she could like make it or not.
Yeah.
It's completely depends on her.
Like physical health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mentally.
Mentally as well. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if she was there or not
Oh,
during
okay.
the performance.
Okay.
And then, but after the whole show ended, and I went to like the places, and she was like waiting for me. My grandma was there,
Oh shit.
and she was like, "Ooh!"
Wow.
and hugged me.
Uh-huh.
And then she looked so happy, and she looked so healthy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And I was crying, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she said like これはもう死んでも忘れないわ. And like,
Wow.
we were like, don't say like that.
So you cry, man, no.
But yeah.
Yeah.
She said like 10歳は若返っちゃったわね.
Uh-huh.
それでも80だけど.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was a big moment too for me.
Lots of things happening there in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
Right.
So
Great 2 weeks.
great 2 weeks, yes. Many like historical moment to me
Right.
in my life.
Right. Great chapter there in your life there.
Yeah. So I felt like Kyoto life felt like one chapter ended. But like Tokyo life, it was so fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like I felt like new doors like opening.
Like the beginning of a new
Yeah,
chapter.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so it's gonna be fun for now too. So
Any plans coming up next?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
but it's still not like fixed yet, so I can't
okay.
say that. But
Yeah.
around April,
Around April?
yeah, next spring,
Another tour?
yeah,
Oh.
good thing.
Good thing might happen. Can't say yet.
Yeah, because it's not just fixed. So,
I see.
Yeah.
But
I
you're
mean, I would love to say out loud. But
not fixed
yeah,
yet.
it's not fixed yet.
Right.
So
You're working on it.
yeah.
Trying to,
Yeah.
Right.
But
Wow.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy that I can share this with you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I love hearing your stories, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I'll invite you
Oh yes, please.
if you have time.
Yeah.
and
Right.
just
Right.
come and-
Yeah. Are you ever gonna do like a live stream of your show?
For the first one, yes, I did.
But with all the technical difficulties, you said
Yeah.
wasn't worth it anymore.
You need like 5-6 cameras. You need streaming things.
Way too
including-
much.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I see.
For some live houses, they said, oh no, it's impossible for us.
Oh, I see. Is it on footage? Like, is it like, was there a camera guy that sort of like videotized the event or no?
For this time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't fully filming for whole show. He like took pictures
Oh, I
and
see.
videos too.
Just
So-
several moments.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And I had to. I used my camera and put with the sankyaku and put just beside the
I see.
stage.
Yeah.
And that's what I get
Oh.
for whole show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you like it's just took that from here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I would be like release that to public, but
Oh, okay.
just for like a record and see how we did.
Oh, I see.
Like, you know,
I see.
for like Hansekai and everything. So,
I see. Gotcha. All right. Well,
but yeah, big weeks.
big week. Big week.
Big
You're,
weeks.
It's getting bigger and bigger, man. It's getting
Yeah.
bigger and bigger.
It's
It's
Honestly.
unbelievable how fast it's getting bigger and bigger. You
Yes.
know? It is.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, like last time I remember it was like it's my first time being in front of people.
Yes.
Singing, and now you're like, going to 2 places. I'm actually going on tour 2 places. You're gonna be like next year. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I just collabing with New Jeans there.
No, I mean honestly, I'm the one who is being surprised.
Yeah, the most.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for everybody,
Oh, yeah.
including you and all the people who came to the show and listened to my music, and it's amazing.
It is. It
It's
is amazing.
just amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Such a great journey you're riding there.
Yeah.
Right.
So, well, thank you for asking me that.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on the event.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on the tour, then.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward for the next one.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I will let you know, and
Yes,
I will
please.
keep reporting
Updating
you. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye.